Hello there everybody, it's wee Paddy from across the shock. And another wee video this morning. This is a new knife I've got from Hennie Haynes, which is my local shop. Saying that I'm in Northern Ireland, it's in Wales over on the mainland. But it's my go-to shop when I want a half-decent knife. I trust them. And I'm going to talk about that a wee bit later on. But the knife itself is a JE made knife, but it's fulfilled by ATS brand. They make this for JE made. I don't know who he is, but I do know that they have his original knife. They sell it on the same site, but it is the higher end version. It's the titanium S35 VN, and it comes in at about £224, which is just a wee bit uncomfortable for me. But this they brought out a couple of weeks later, because my friend had bought this Slick Slicers, you'll know him as, from Scotland. He bought the titanium one and he assured me that it was beautiful and it looked stunning, I have to say. Really did. He got the carbon fibre and titanium and it looked stunning. So this is just a lesser version of it, but I'm quite happy with that. Now, it comes in this wee square box here. It's quite a firm box. But the picture on the front is unusual because it shows you a picture of the knife, a look-through version. It shows you where the stock pin, it actually holds it when it closes, but it's also the sharpening choil, which is brilliant, which you will see. I have had a wee quick look at this when it came this morning, but I just wanted to show that because it's unusual to see it in the box. So it comes like this, and there's actually a nice little bit of tissue around it, but it's also a bit of felt in the box. So we'll unfold this and I'll show you the knife. Now, let's put that back in there. Now, I ordered this yesterday at about 4 o'clock, the time I paid for it and all. And it arrived over in Northern Ireland, which is a boat trip from Wales, do you know what I mean? Or a plane, whatever way they sent it. But let me tell you, it is a beautiful example. This is G10 and they have a full bolster in by just putting the two stripes, which I really liked. I loved the full swell of the handle, the thickness of it. It's just the back bolster. These are not gaps. That's just the way that this is milled. And they're absolutely even the whole way up the back of it. Really, really lovely finishing. That is a beautiful termination straight across, and look at the centering on that. And I'm going to talk about that later on. But a beautiful, beautiful blade. Absolutely gorgeous. It's not a nail nick, it's a nail hole. So you can get the fat of your fingers in and pull this open. There's a half stop. Listen to that. This is just, that is just beautiful. Listen to that. Now, look at that. There's no movement. Because there's that wee internal stock pin, there's no movement, so it's not going to wrap. But that is just the most convincing lockup. This must be ATS's little brand. And I know on the other side they have the name. You've got D2 steel on it, and that's it. No more. It is just, you have a lanyard hole at the back of it. And look at that clip point. Is that not just beautiful? There's where the stock pin will go to keep it in the closed position. And it's also taken it out completely wide enough, whereas there's no smile whatsoever. It is just a beautifully terminated knife. But that blade is just beautiful. Now, it's a flat grind here. Is it thin behind the edge? Yeah, it's thin enough for anything I'll ever want. It's thin enough across the back. Let me just give you a wee quick side. I'll not do the full. I'll do that when I do the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Stephen's perfect size. So it'll be a 3 and 4, I would say. 3 and 4, yes, which is about 77 mil. And it is, what's that? It is 17 and about just under 18 centimetres long. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, they said it weighed 60 grams, and let me tell you, I can hardly feel it in my hand. So let's just see how close they got to it. This is an ounces. 1.9, so it's under 2 ounces. Under 2 ounces. Let's just check the grams now. Oh, there you go. Let me just double check that. They said 60 and it's 55.6 grams. Look, it's perfect whatever it is, but I just want you to hear this opening. Isn't that just gorgeous? That is so positive, a beautiful knife. I am over the moon with it. It weighs a feather, under 2 ounces. You know, it's bug out weight. I mean, and it's proper G10 scales. It really is just beautiful. I am over the moon. Now, I'm going to play with this for a while. I've got quite a few knives. This is going to be a bit of a backlog. So I'm testing quite a few at the minute. I'm testing a lovely Kershaw at the minute. The one that I got given by Love Them Knives as a wee side present when I bought a knife from him. But I want to talk just a bit about Hennie Haynes, because I'm guilty of sometimes saying, I got this from Hennie Haynes, you have to pay a wee bit extra for it over here. And we do, we have to pay a bit extra. And Hennie Haynes can be a wee bit dearer than a lot of the companies. But let me tell you, when I want to spend a wee bit more money than normal on a knife, there's only one company over here I do use, because I trust them completely, is Hennie Haynes. I genuinely trust them completely. Their service, to get it to me in Northern Ireland the next day, nobody else can. They do it consistently. I think there's only once they have never done it. You know, within as long as I order before the close of play, it's in Northern Ireland the next day. They don't guarantee that, but that's what they give. That's the service. Well, I ring them up and I always ask them, you know, would you have a wee look at the blade, save the blade straight for me, and the lock-up, everything's okay before you sent me the knife. And they do. And like this, like the centering is just completely immaculate. Now, on the phone he said, I'll certainly have a look for you, but we've already checked when he came in and they're all looking perfect. So isn't that lovely? It's just, that's reassuring. But the buyer, they get knives over here that no other companies seem to get, or they get them early. And like this, I know it's just a plain black and silver knife. I just think the buyers out there are picking premium knives that have got a fit and finish that is second to none. It really is. So, fair play. I just want to give Hennie Haynes a shout out and just let you know, if you want to drop a few quid in a knife over in the UK, I fully recommend Hennie Haynes as a company who stand by their knives and all their equipment. They do all sorts of clothing and all. So I don't get paid anything by them. I don't get paid anything at all. But I'd just like to recommend them. Their quality of their knives and just their buyers for the knife that they get in. This is stunning. It's genuinely stunning. Over the moon with it. So I'm going to go and play with it. It'll go in a nice wee black sheath, and I'm happy to carry that about. An absolute beauty. So, from wee Paddy across the shock, I bid you farewell. I'm going for a nice wee cup of tea, and just before I was doing this video, I had a package came from this big lad here, Big Red EDC, and I know it was him because it said it in the front. So I'm going to go and open another package now, and I'll do it on camera, and you'll probably see it very, very shortly. But I'm so excited. All right, take care. Bye-bye now.